In the shifting landscape of global power, the UAE has made a bold move, turning its attention to Somaliland, a self-declared republic on the Horn of Africa. This isn't just about investment, it's a calculated play rooted in geography and commerce. The UAE sees opportunity where others see uncertainty. For the Emirates, Somaliland offers a chance to secure vital maritime trade routes and establish a strategic outpost. Somaliland, in turn, seeks legitimacy and the economic boost only a wealthy partner can provide. Together, they're reshaping the Horn of Africa's coastline and challenging the region's political order. The world is watching as the UAE uses its economic might to chart an independent course, signaling to rivals and allies alike that it's a serious player in the region. This partnership is about more than ports and infrastructure. It's a test case for how rising powers can bypass traditional diplomacy. By investing in Somaliland, the UAE gains a stable partner in a volatile region and hedges against instability in neighboring states. Geography is dictating policy, and the UAE is reading the map with precision. This move is part of a broader pattern. The UAE is no longer content to play second fiddle. The investment in Somaliland is a declaration of intent, a signal that the Emirates are redrawing the region's trade routes and alliances. The implications are vast, promising to bring Somaliland in from the diplomatic cold and reshape the Horn of Africa's future. The chessboard has shifted, and the UAE is making its move. Geography is Somaliland's greatest asset. Its coastline along the Gulf of Aden sits astride one of the world's busiest maritime corridors, connecting the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean. Every day, global trade, especially oil, flows past its shores. Unlike its war-torn neighbors, Somaliland offers rare stability, making it an attractive partner for the UAE. For the Emirates, predictability is priceless. Somaliland is also an alternative to Djibouti, which has become crowded and expensive for foreign powers. After losing its lease in Djibouti, the UAE found in Somaliland a less congested, more welcoming environment. Here, the UAE can be the dominant partner, building influence on its own terms. Somaliland's value extends inland, serving as a gateway to Ethiopia, a landlocked giant desperate for reliable sea access. Ethiopia's reliance on Djibouti is a vulnerability. Berbera offers a direct, potentially cheaper route. The UAE's calculation is clear. The coastline is the entry point, but Ethiopia's vast market is the real prize. By anchoring itself in Somaliland, the UAE positions itself at the crossroads of African trade. This is geography as strategy, and Somaliland is the jackpot. The map is being redrawn, and Somaliland is at the center. The UAE's ambitions in Somaliland are visible in steel and concrete. At the heart of this partnership is the transformation of Berbera Port, led by DP World. The port's new container terminal and expanded quay have turned it into a world-class shipping hub. But the investment goes further. Berbera Free Zone is being developed to attract global business, modeled after Dubai's Jafza. The airport is being modernized, linking Somaliland to international networks. These projects have created thousands of jobs and injected optimism into the local economy. For Somalilanders, the UAE's investment is more than development. It's validation. DP World's 30-year concession signals a long-term commitment, embedding the UAE in Somaliland's economic fabric. The cranes on Berbera's skyline are lifting more than containers. They're lifting a nation's ambitions. A port is only as powerful as its connections inland. The Berbera Corridor, a 250-kilometer highway to Ethiopia, is the linchpin of the UAE's strategy. This modern road slashes transit times and costs, offering Ethiopia a vital alternative to Djibouti. For Ethiopian businesses, it means faster, cheaper access to global markets. The UAE and Somaliland are betting that Ethiopia will shift a significant share of its trade through Berbera. This corridor is more than infrastructure. It's a geopolitical statement, binding Somaliland and Ethiopia together with the UAE as facilitator. It challenges Djibouti's monopoly and creates new economic interdependence. For Somaliland, transit fees and customs revenue are a lifeline. The project blends commercial investment with strategic development aid, paving the way for deeper regional integration. As goods and capital flow, the Horn of Africa's economic map is being redrawn. The UAE's moves in Somaliland are strategic, not charitable. Securing the Bab el-Mandeb Strait is vital for Emirati trade, threatened by instability and regional rivals. Berbera offers a stable base to monitor and influence this critical waterway. The UAE is also countering Turkey and Qatar's influence in Somalia by backing Somaliland. This is classic geopolitical balancing, supporting one entity to check another. Beyond rivalry, the UAE sees Ethiopia's fertile lands as a future food source, linking infrastructure to food security. Establishing commercial and military footholds in Somaliland and beyond extends the UAE's reach and autonomy. The investment in Somaliland is a key node in a growing network of influence across the Indian Ocean. The Emirates are playing the long game, securing their future far beyond the Gulf. The UAE-Somaliland partnership faces serious challenges. Somaliland's lack of international recognition is a major hurdle. Somalia's government sees the deal as a violation of its sovereignty and has protested at global forums. This has led to diplomatic rifts, with Mogadishu accusing the UAE of fueling separatism. The UAE's direct dealings with Somaliland have pushed Somalia closer to Turkey and Qatar, deepening regional rivalries. For Somaliland, the partnership brings both opportunity and dependency, raising concerns about ceding too much control. Djibouti views Berbera as a direct threat, risking economic competition and instability. Ethiopia's stake in the port ties its interests to Somaliland's stability, potentially drawing it into future disputes. The UAE's bold strategy has introduced new competition and unpredictability to an already volatile region. The stakes are high and the balance is delicate. For Somaliland, the ultimate goal is international recognition. Decades of diplomatic limbo may be ending as the UAE and Ethiopia invest billions, treating Somaliland as a sovereign partner. This de facto recognition could encourage other nations to follow suit, especially if Berbera's success continues. Economic interests often pave the way for political change. The UAE has opened doors that were shut for 30 years, but full recognition will require careful diplomacy. Ethiopia's growing integration with Somaliland could be a game-changer, influencing the African Union's stance. The UAE provides the economic foundation and diplomatic cover for Somaliland's ambitions. The future looks brighter. Cranes in Berbera symbolize irreversible change. This partnership is building more than a port. It's building the case for a new state. The Horn of Africa's map is being redrawn, one container at a time.